Hi, everybody. What are you doing? What's going on? How are you? Here we are. We made it to another Friday. And thus, here we are, ranking 8-bit Nintendo games here at the very end of July 2025. An eventful week, but here we are. Episode 102 here this week. We have a interesting batch of games ahead of us, I believe, that we will put onto the big list. The big list is getting big. The big list is, with Mega Man 2 at the top here and all the way down over 500 games here. 562. Raid 2020. Down here at the bottom. Will anything be worse than Raid 2020? I don't know. Will anything be better than Mega Man 2? I really don't know. I think that's kind of the exciting thing about this is like we're so far through so many things that like there's a lot left, and there's a lot of like there's a handful of big games left that I'm like I'm like these are games that I'm like not extremely familiar with in a lot of cases, but like I'm excited to play some of this stuff. I'm definitely like I'm kind of we're running out of games that I like know that I'm like that's I know 100% about this, and getting into a territory of just like a lot of real sketchy stuff that came out kind of late, and there's been just a lot of exciting things. If you want to suggest some games, if you want to shape the list and which games go on it which week and all of that, you absolutely can. Sign up for the advisory panel over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. And there's a post you can leave a comment on and suggest a game. Of course, at various tiers, there are various things you can get access to, including an ad-free version of the podcast. You can get on the Discord. And bonus podcasts, so on and so forth, audio, video, some writing even. It's all right there. Patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Do check it out. Let's get to work. First up, Chris wanted to see this one. This game, I feel like I have been in like adjacent to this game numerous times, but I have never really played an abundance of it. The main thing I know about this game is that we had a friend when I was 15, 16, who was very into this game, but his English was not amazing. His speech was not the clearest, and so when he talked about this game, he referred to it as "flexin' dude," and we thought that was very funny. It's Faxanadu from your friends at Hudson, Falcom, all the way on down. And I have like messed with the early parts of this game numerous times and gone and been like, yeah, cool, but I've never really dug into this game or really thought about it much. I've been on a long journey. I came back to my hometown to find it is almost deserted. Wonder what happened. He's got this gut punch, this gugh. Alright, no sub-screen or anything for now. This guy's face. It looks like he's been beat up or like stung by like some kind of fish that made his face inflate. 50 golds. This is not enough golds. Good. Listen to people. What am I supposed to, like, what, listen to this guy? The dwarfs are robbing the elves' money and jewelry. You got anything stashed over here for me? No? Hey. This is the elf town of Aeolus. It's located at the bottom of the world tree. And the elves live here. Go to see the guru before you see the king. Well, see, if I, like... Well, are you the guru or are you the king? This stained glass, so I'm going to say you're the guru. A lot of blinking. If you are going to see the king, take this ring. Ring of Elf. What else? You visit all gurus on your way. This guy. Don't smoke. Don't smoke, kids. You're gonna end up looking like this guy, hunched over. Just don't. Oh. What are you buying? Y'all got key J? This guy, what? Also, you know, how did they get a waiver or whatever about all the smoking in this game? Because I feel like there was a relatively limited amount of smoking in Nintendo games. Blinking as a talking animation is a real choice. Y'all got that hand dagger? And deluge is like a magic thing, right? Is it? The dwarfs are already in town. It looks like the end is near. Here they are, the dwarfs. So is there more town to the right? I never... Oh no, just this freaking guy. A mark of Jack by the keyhole. Oh God. You know, you're a little late. This advice is a few decades late. Remember your mantra. We're not going to tell you what it is, but just remember it. Oh, you're just going to keep coming. I was like, you're not doing like a walk back and forth kind of thing. You just, oh, geez. Okay. Ah! Like, I can't duck, and I don't... Yeah, that doesn't look like it's gonna hit anyway. Some weird stuff in the middle of this town. I don't know if you've been there. Hey. Have you been over to the right? It's messed up over there. It's not enough golds. Whoa. This guy. These characters look real silly. But, like, detailed. You know, like, it's... The last well is almost dry. I feel like, you know, you walk up to somebody and be like, hey, what's up? And then just their only response is, the last well is almost dry. Oh, God. He's waiting for me? Hey, what's up? Oh. Thanks for, yeah, standing. I heard outside, yeah. Many men went out and nobody came back. That's how that song goes, right? Okay. So, well, Magic and martial arts lessons were 200 each. Here. I don't know if that's worth it or if I should just go here and get stuff. Also, I love that they just refer to it as golds. What was this guy selling? This guy's selling tools, heaters. Alright, we need to be able to fuck shit up. So, I feel like I'm gonna need that hand dagger at a minimum. And then, and then this is like a magic... This is a magic attack or something, right? Yeah. Is this... Okay. Okay, so up and attack uses that. And, cool. No, you're not the key seller. You're not either. You're the food. Oh, just so hard in here. I would like Key J. Well, okay, so now I have 600 left. Should I go? I'm gonna go get a... Let's get a martial arts lesson. Hey, you in here doing this exaggerated beat-off motion. Tell me a thing or two. What does that even do? I don't even know what that does. It fills your health? Well, that sucks. Okay. I thought it was like, hey, you level up your something. Okay, is there anything else that this guy sells, then? I sell tools. And so you always shall. Ha 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 ha. Alright, I guess we don't need any of this stuff. Potions and whatnot. Now that I'm saying that out loud, maybe a potion wouldn't be the worst. Alright, elixir seems like the thing that would heal you. A red potion seems like something that would probably refill your magic. To like equip the key. I guess let's go in this door with the key we got. Okay. I've used key. Oh, I've used key. Feels time-consuming. Like every menu is like a little slower than you want it to be. This combat is a little more stick and move. I'm getting golds. Oh. Oh, that's bad. That guy fucking blew up, man. Hey, what's up? You run a shop out here? What do you got? I've been stealing money off these weirdos out here. Oh. Can I buy some death? Y'all got that death? Oh, shit. Death is expensive these days. Alright, good to know. As I was exiting that door, I was like, you know what? I bet these enemies respawn. What are the odds if I just attack that it'll be right there? Turns out... This feels like the song that, or at least that little intro bit there is like, it's like the song that 1942 wanted to have. You know what I mean? Listen. Anyway. Come here to buy. I would like a shield. And I'm close to having enough. There are dwarfs all over in the Tower of Trunk. Go out of town, turn right, and go straight. What does that even mean? You realize this is a side-scrolling game, lady, right? You got any money on you? These guys don't drop shit. The hopping guys at least drop shit. Do I level up automatically, or do I need to go talk to a dude to level? There. I need to restore my magic. Okay, we got a little more. I'm looking for... Y'all got a priest guy? Can I... Yeah. Hey, do I have enough XP to be cool? Oh, thanks. I was meditating with this dude, and I think he had a stroke or something. I don't... Like, he just started fucking... It just stopped making sense at a certain point. What's the key shop got? I sell keys. Y'all got that key J? I already have a key J. Or do I? Did that use up my key J? That used up my key J. We're gonna need a lot of key J's, I guess. Can't equip items inside. If you watch enough Matlock, you can break the wall. But if you don't have it, then what? No. If you have the Matic, you can break the wall. But if you don't have it, then I can't break the wall. Like, the Matic should be in the tower. You can get it by defeating a dwarf. Dude in the bar told me to go kill dwarves. Running low on magic. And I no longer have enough money to, like, restore, to go get a martial arts lesson, you know, whatever the fuck. No, I don't need health. I could use some magic. Watch out for the jar of poison. Oh, you're just saying write down your password. Is that you're just okay? Okay. I feel like I should stop killing these spiky guys because I'm really running low on magic here, and I don't know how to easily get more. I don't know what the right way to get more is. There's a mark of Jack. Right, we need the... See, if only there was some way for me to break this wall. But I don't have the... This design seems very, utilitarian? I don't know. Like, it seems like, okay, yeah, go in the tower and fight people, and then for doing so, you will get the hammer that you need to go on to the next part of the game. Like, hey, you can't go on to the next part of the game until you do this thing. Ah, you fuckos. No, I need that! And I don't have enough magic to keep fucking around like this. Jerk. Okay. What if I just like farm, you know, the gold comes like, I'm not gonna say it comes fast, but like that was what, 80 gold or something? I feel like in the grand scheme of things, if you really just wanted to grind, we could go buy death. I mean, we can't now, you know, I'm not, but like you could buy death pretty... Alright, do you think that this fills up my magic or just my health? There's only one way for us to find out. Okay. Finally, some advice I can fucking use. So I guess my thing is, like, what... I'm looking, you know, some carefully selected shots of the manual here in the Discord, courtesy of Bryn here. Okay, elixir is magic and power. Red potion is just power, which is health. Okay. And there are 5 types of keys. And that, okay, all right. Okay, where's the key man? How much is for your keys, key guy? I'm told it's got a J. Y'all got that J key? J key seems like a real specific, like... Oh yeah, if you're gonna soft mod your PlayStation 4, you should order a J key. Did I get enough for this guy to say anything? Okay. Aspirant. Make sure you live up to it. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go use that J key. I like this. I think this game seems cool. Like I said, it's kind of deliberate, you know what I mean? Deliberately paced. And you know, it's meant as a role-playing game, right? And so it has kind of the grinding of it, you know, of something, you know, that was thought of and paced in that specific way, right? But no, wrong. Okay. I've used key. Ah, yeah, here we are on the dwarves' tower. Look at all these dwarves. Should I keep the potion selected? Like, does that... Wait, what happened to... Wait, what do you mean no magic? Did I lose... What happened to Deluge? Oh, did I just use it and I have it now? And that's... No. I still have it. Okay, well, weird. Okay. Trying to think about it too much, but that freaked me out there for a minute. I wonder if the red potion is something that I just keep equipped like this, and then if I need it, it automatically uses it, like if I die. Is it like a Metal Gear type of thing with rations? Hopefully it won't just use the potion when I hit up and attack next time. Oh, I see. Tricky stair stuff. Tricky stair stuff was Rest of Power, the lead singer of Crazy Town. Red potion you have to use, elixir auto activates. Well, then well, how do I unequip this then? Or how do I'm also, alternately, how do I use an item? Is it down in B? Oh, look at this little guy! Oh no, he jumps. That guy was Creeblin. So these guys are too short for me to stab. Oh, and now they're gonna do that, huh? Yeah, I guess I just gotta... Oh, this jump! This is the most devious enemy in this entire game! But like I can't get these guys, they're too low. Fine, I'm just going. Oh, jeez. Are you the dwarf I've heard so much about? How do I use... Okay, I really need to know right now how to use this item. Down and B. Yeah, I was going to say down and B is kind of the only input I have left here. I've used Red Potion. Oh, it's just Zelda 2. Just jump and attack the head. Oh, wow. I took a lot of damage there, huh? Do we lose half our gold? What? Yeah, of course. And XP, yeah. Wow. Wow. All right. I don't need another J key though, do I? Was this guy selling anything else that would be helpful here? You have armor, maybe? No. Well, I guess I could use a potion. I mean, if I'm going to go back and fight that guy again, then we probably need potions. I'm just gonna hope that I don't need another J key. I'm trying to decide how old is this game design? How mean, how unfriendly is this game design? Because this is like a port of an older game. Yeah, I bet you need another J key. I bet you need a key. If not, we'll probably need a J key at some point. You're right. That is a negative thought. I shouldn't have negative thoughts. And then what was in here? Nothing good. Yeah, that's just that guy. I suppose the proper answer is I should probably grind, isn't it? I need to be better, also. I need to fight better than I am fighting. We'll just set aside 250 golds for treatment. I wonder how much XP I need to level again. Is that in this menu at all? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Not from you, you friggin' creep. So there's really nothing else because their elixir is not even sold here. We bought our J key, we bought our potion. We need 2200 XP. Gotta be patient. Let them come to you. That's the mistake I'm making here. Was armor being sold in the first town? It wasn't, right? It was just the... Yeah, it was the 2 potions. The magic and the dagger. And then here's the shield. But... And yeah, there was the expensive stuff, but I'm not gonna farm that long. I remember this game being like having a pretty good run in Nintendo Power. In terms of like, here are the maps and here's the, you know, like that it got some pages in there for sure. Just need one more kill to get the XP that we need. No! You fucking... Battler. Well, I don't know. I guess now I should go fight. I guess I technically do have starter armor on. I'm not just running around in no armor, but still. Maybe stock up on potions. Can I buy more than one? That was, yeah, I guess now's a good time to find out, huh? Come here to buy. I might want to buy more than one, but you're kicking me out of here. Okay, let's just... I'm looking for a Coca-Cola. One more. How much XP do I need for the next 3,500? Okay. Okay. I'm getting the sense that leveling up in this game doesn't actually do anything. Or... I don't feel like it's making me more powerful or resilient in any way. All ranks do is let you retain more gold on death. Yeah, that's... okay, that's something. That's something, I guess. I've used key. Yeah. Yeah, you had to use key. This game is an asshole. This game is a dickhead made from an era when all that is... Let's, you want to be friendly to the player? No. No, absolutely not. What? No. What? No. The door stays unlocked? What? No, what are you, crazy? Come on. Buy another key. Dummy? What are you stupid? Ugh, this jump. Oh, these jumps. I feel like when I collect that bread or whatever it is, I run faster for a second, which is weird. All right, do your weird jumping thing. We'll do our little jumping dance. Oh. Ah, these jumps. Oh, these jumps. Yeah, see, it's like it's like you pick it up and you move faster until you let off. It almost seems like a glitch. Someone said that if I stand here, I'm basically immune to damage. Which is, only interesting if he comes close enough for me to stick him. Oh yeah, he does. I guess I could shoot him, too. Yeah, yeah. Why waste the resources, you know? Okay, fine. That guy blew up into a pile of money, and look at this. What is this? I'm Holting Matic. This creepy fucking stoner. Like, this guy's just silly look on his face, jumping around, high on weed. So, hey, bro. Oh, see, when you forget the rules of the dance, you violate the rules of the dance, you get violated. I've used Matic. Did that take it away from me? Yeah. Did you just... I mean, maybe you never need it again in the game, but that seems like a weird... you know, it's just like... That's where Minecraft got the idea of like, oh, your pickaxe fucking breaks, man. Seems very suspicious. Oh, no, it's just... Okay. What's this weirdo up here? Flying assholes? Great. Any hidden over here to crouch for 3 seconds? You know, this just seems like something... Oh, this jump. Okay. Not so bad. Hi, you seem like a weirdo. So I'm going to just stab you. Met a guy in the woods. Fucked his shit up. That glove seems like it could be important or not. That's actually the manual here. For a fixed period of time, the hero's attacking power will increase. So not even like... So it's like a temporary item. It's not like some... Oh. I'm going to say, does my shield actually shield? It does. That's good to know. I don't want to fight that guy again, so I'm not going to go back there and get the glove. It's whatever. It's the town of Forepaw. You got any dried meats? You do have dried meats, it turned out. This guy sells tools. So what do you got? Wing boots. Wing boots. Wing boots will... let you fly through the air. That seems important. But not as important as staying alive or stabbing people. So... it's by the most boring of the three. Let me go out. I can't put it on in here. And now I have the old armor. So now I assume I can sell the old armor. Nope. Could buy low, sell high on these potions. No. Okay, so... we're almost at the next level. What was in here? Oh yeah, you're the dried meat man. What hot advice do you have? I am error. Oh, weird. Hear quite often about a fountain in the sky. When you go down from the town, you'll come to a place where the sky opens above. What? Yeah. These people are fucking high as fuck. What do you... Alright, wing boots. That at least. Alright, there's some credence to your story, old man. You got any... what kind of keys you got and how much are they? Oh. Got a J key and a Q key. If we need to get up to, we need to get up to 3,500, so I just gotta kill this guy. There. Okay. Thank you for meditating with me. How much does this fucker want for a heal here? I bet it's more than the 250 in the last town, isn't it? You scumbag! You know, like, I guess I guess the thing here is you probably need to grind up enough money to get the sword and the wing boots. There's some real Ninja Kid ass fucking enemy movement on this screen happening right here, and I don't like it. I also don't like that I can't crouch, because that would have been an opportunity for me to kill all of those guys right there if I could have just sorted low. Oh, I tried to use my magic and instead he climbed the ladder. It's going great. Ah, yeah! Cool. Another one of these creepy fuckers. This guy looks like he fell out of like the Fido Dido game or something. He's got like a little, like he's an enemy of 7-Up or something, and he's just hopping around being a weirdo. Well, we didn't buy any keys, so this whole... But let's see what we need. I assume Joker is still a J key. But I guess I don't know. I guess we'll never know. It said there were 5 types of keys. Is it, you know, the 4... Well, what would the 4... No, I was going to say the 4 suits, but... Jack, Queen, King, Ace, and Joker, maybe? This is brutal, what I'm doing here. Cool. Well, I don't think we're going to make it back alive. But that's fine. We're just about done anyway. But yeah, we've got to grind out for the other 2 items. The sword is 1600 and the wing boots were like, what, 28 or something? The flying guys really suck. Like their movement is just a little too fast and erratic for what this game's options are. And this is shitty also. The I'm gonna go where you go, like, enemy programming is trash. Nope, you're the dried meat man. We don't need you. Maybe some dried meat would be nice right about now, honestly. Let's see if the long sword looks any different. Oh, yeah, look at this. I mean, it still doesn't really hit low. But there are not that many low monsters anymore in this part of the game, so maybe that's not that big of a deal. How much do you want for a friggin' potion here? $400 is cheaper than $500 for the full thing. But we still need to, I'm still like grinding money, and like it's still like I still need those winged boots if we're gonna do anything real. Oh yeah, that's much more pleasant of a fight with a sword that does more damage. Also, I wonder if it would be more effective almost to go back to the last town and do my grinding there. Because those are much easier fights, and they're just fights that are right outside of town, so you can just kind of bop it back and forth. Whereas these ones are a little more involved. Anyway. We can debate grinding spots another day. Water from 3 springs flows into the fountain. Find the three springs and return the water to the fountain. This game's all right. I mean, am I? Let's take the screenshot. You never know. That's a neat game. It is it's clunky, I guess, is maybe the biggest knock against it, I think you would say, is that there's just little bits and pieces of it that you kind of wish you could, what's the what is the year on this? I'm just curious. I guess that's the US year. 88 is not that old in the grand scheme. I wish you could crouch. I wish you could crouch and attack. Like it's a weird thing to want in a game, I guess, but especially in those early parts of the game where you're fighting the spiked dudes, I guess you just kind of have to use the magic and it's not that big of a deal, but if it was something like that and then like the heals were not expensive or something you did, like you just go back to town and you can rest and heal for not many golds. Like having everything be a resource drain and like a meaningful one in some cases, especially in these early parts of the game. That's a little that is a little I don't know, frustrating maybe, but you gain power as you go, as you get better items and whatever else. So I mean, it is kind of like it's early game criticisms that the game is built to have in the first place, right? So as you kind of mitigate that stuff with better items and better equipment and whatever, then it's kind of how it's supposed to be. But I don't think the combat feels great in a lot of cases. It's okay. The enemy actions and reactions and everything are so ultra canned, and everything in this era was, right? But it just feels like every enemy is just programmed to center themselves horizontally over where you're currently standing, and so you end up in situations where it's like, oh, I can't get up this ladder without taking damage now because I dawdled too long down here, and now this guy's at the top of it, and now I have to get hit and do this, and like that stuff's not great. Like having to like walk over here and wait for them to walk over there, and now I can run to the ladder, and like that stuff's not awesome. That stuff is underwhelming in terms of just like enemy patterns and such. The boss fight was not super engaging. I don't know, man. I like this game a lot. I'm pretty into it in terms of the scope and size and all of that. I think it really is just the game's desire to throw an obstacle in front of you at every turn. Oh, you unlocked that door, but you need to buy another key because you died, and you need to, again, like turning everything into that resource drain makes failure a problem, because then it's like, oh, well, now I failed, and now I have to grind so I can get enough money for the keys I need to go do this. And like, that is not fun or cool. And the game would have been better, probably shorter for sure. But I think the game would be better without some of that stuff. And that stuff's a little frustrating. Like the graphics, I like the characters. Like the animation on the characters are fine. Like, yeah, the color palette is a little bleh across a lot of this game, but I do like the look of a lot of the individual things. Like, it's got a good variety to the enemies as well. Not just the people in town, not just the weirdos in town. Like, everyone looks fucking weird. Bunch of creeps. That's what you want out of a fantasy story. It's a bunch of people that have seen some shit. Not a bunch of super pretty faces and all. It's like, oh man, I just been selling keys in this town and chain smoking, man. Just, do you want to buy? I got 2 keys. I got a Q key and I got a J key. If you want the Q key, it's 500. You want the J key, it's 200. That's the prices. I need my cigarette money. Good music. Yeah, it's I think the it's the gameplay that is sort of the weak link here. I'm not even calling it like a downfall, because I do think it's fine. It's just there's aspects of that like you're like, if this flowed a little bit better, if this moved a little faster, if I just had like one more option in my arsenal, crouch attack, or whatever, or just something ever so slightly. I think that would go a long way. But what's here, I think, is really sharp. I think it's a cool game in these very specific ways, and I like that about it. The writing is one of those things that you go like, I bet there's a translation of this that has more meat on it than this, because this is a little like, go talk to the king, remember your mantra, blah 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 blah. It's a little it has the vibe of something that has been stripped down a little bit, which hey, a lot of games of this era absolutely certainly does have that. So where's it go on our list? It's better than the Blues Brothers, the game, I should say. I mean, the Blues Brothers, the movie, I'm going to say is better than Faxanadu, the game. More car crashes for sure. Music, It's better than Tubin. It is a better game than Vegas Dream. It's a better game than Swordmaster. As it's better than Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. That's for damn sure. It is a better game than Kings of the Beach Professional Beach Volleyball. It's better than Gremlins 2. It's better than the Flintstones, The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. It's better than Isolated Warrior. It's a better game than Wrath of the Black Manta. It's a better game than Milan's Secret Castle. Milan. Is Faxanadu better or worse than Dino Wars, Destruction of Spundulus? It's a better game. It's a better game. It's better than Double Dragon 3. It's better than Solstice, The Quest for the Staff of Deimos. It's better than Russian Attack. I think if you took the mechanics of Russian Attack and gave it some upgrades and an open world kind of thing, that would be rad. They remade Russian Attack as like a XBLA and PSN game. And I was like, man, this would be kind of cool as a Metroidvania kind of thing, like in that post Shadow Complex kind of era, and it was not. It was very straightforward. Same, that Strider remake was a cool game, or not the remake, but the Strider game that came out around that same time was cool, but I wish it had more. I wish that game had more backtracking. He said out loud and meant it. You know what I mean? It's better than Donkey Kong. It's better than Golgo 13 Top Secret Episode. It is certainly better than Wizards and Warriors. It's better than Rambo. Some mild similarities there, I suppose. It's a better game than Cowboy Kid. Faxanadu is a better game than Amagon. It's certainly a better game than Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus wishes it was this game. Like, Kid Icarus is a game that should be way better than it is. There's so much stuff in Kid Icarus that, oh man. Like, Kid Icarus has always struck me as a gigantic missed opportunity for making a better game in that style or whatever. But like, they had ideas in it, but didn't execute on like the game part that they put around those. Yeah, it's just not. It's better than Low G-Man, the Low Gravity Man. It's a better game than Mendel Palace. It's a better game than Mighty Final Fight. Faxanadu is a better game than Panic Restaurant. It's a better game than Kickmaster. It's a better game than Mighty Bomb Jack. It's a better game than Trojan. Oh man, this is tough territory. This is tough territory. It's no Kirby's Adventure, but it's better than Trojan. It's a better game than Kung Fu. I do love Kung Fu. But it's no Rygar. It's no Contra. It's no Baseball Stars. Metroid is a better game. It's better than Fire and Ice. It's no Blaster Master. It is a better game than Hudson's Adventure Island 2. It is a better game than Castlevania 1. Let's think about that one for a minute and think we can go from the other side here. It's no Goonies 2. Metal Gear is a better game. Betwixt Metal Gear and Castlevania. This is tricky. It's better than Castlevania. But it's not as good as Ninja Gaiden. It's no Mega Man 3. But it's better than Gargoyle's Quest 2. It's our new number 31. Flexin' Dude. And there you have it. Nice. Nice. This next game's been on the list for weeks now. I guess it seems like a good a time as any to get into it. It is WWF Wrestlemania Steel Cage Challenge. There he is. There's our guy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, whatever. I don't have much to fucking say about that whole situation. Player versus computer. I mean, let's start with a regular match to get a look at it. Who do we got here? Okay. Yeah. Music's alright. Yeah. It's a pretty good rendition of the $1 Million Man's theme. Now, if they had put this music into a game like Faxanadu, then you know, that would have been nice. Actually, the music in that game is really good. Sid Justice is such a dumb name. I mean, Sid Vicious was a dumb name for a wrestler also. You know? Psycho Sid. Now that's a good... Okay, so man, when did this is that weird era when Piper came back or what? Yeah. And IRS. This is a really weird roster. I don't know. This is like a really weird time for wrestling, I guess. I don't know. Every time for wrestling is a really weird time for wrestling, it turns out. The fucking Mountie. All right. get a Howard Finkel in a bubble floating around at the bottom of the screen. Why not? Oh, that crowd noise. Oh, these digitized effects on the punches and stuff are so fucking gross sounding. Get up! How do I get up? Why am I not getting up? Okay. What the fuck happened there? There's only 2 buttons on this thing, you know? This sound is so fucking terrible, dude. Why did Piper just get all his life back? Got a second win, man. It's just wrestling. It's a 5-star match right here. That's a good pause noise. You know, maybe we'll figure out how to pin people. Is it both buttons? Is it select? It's not start, because start does that. A does that. Is it up? And maybe it's up. You'd think it'd be down, you know, for a pin or something, but no. Okay, and this just does the same thing. Up and B. Yeah, that's that too. Up in both buttons. What the fuck? Okay, there. Fine. I think it was B and down, which I feel like I hit a few times. Maybe you just can't do it from that side, or you need to be in a different position. Let's see if the Undertaker is I was gonna see if he's meaningfully taller than the other characters, but it put me in the ring with Sid, so now we'll never know. It's the problem with a lot of wrestling games is the controls end up being so fucking esoteric, dude. It's so it's usually just fucked, you know? Like wrestling games of this era. Okay, again, how do I get up? How do I get up? Up and B? I'm mashing B, holding up. I'm all right, next time we'll try A, I guess. was gonna try and climb the cage, but it wouldn't. I don't. Okay, there. Seems like if I hit A and the joystick is neutral, like if I'm pushing in any direction, it won't get up. The second win thing is, it's a lot. Seems like the best attack at your disposal is to just kind of keep hitting forward and A out of the lockup and just do whatever this is. Now if we can figure out... Oh, you just... Okay, so if I just hold up against the edge while the guy's down, I guess. I like the representation of the big blue cage. And also that the cage matches often suck, which... Like, the characters don't feel, like, meaningfully different, either. Yeah, okay, everyone kind of does that crossbody. I was wondering if that was, like, a specific Undertaker thing, but it doesn't feel like it's dramatically different. Did he try to pin me? I mean, I guess you can pin in a cage match. There's no reason not to, right? I say this as someone who, you know, like, by the time this game had come out, I think I had mostly stopped watching wrestling. Like, I grew out of it and then got back into it in, I don't know, 95, 6, something like that. And so, for a while there, my only exposure to wrestling was through the games. And all these games fucking suck. All the 16-bit, like, you know, like they did Raw for the SNES and all that. Like, those games are fucking terrible, dude. Can I climb the... Oh, yeah, okay. You can climb... Okay, you can even climb out on these sides, too. That's... I would not have immediately expected that. Did I have a favorite wrestler in this era? I don't know. Probably Razor Ramon. Like, at the tail end of me watching wrestling was, I think, when Razor came in, and I was like, yeah, this guy's good. But and Mr. Perfect, those two. Randy Savage, of course. But so is this just like, what's the... But, you know, it's not like the Mountie's going to fucking taser me. I think, you know, it's a problem that I think a lot of wrestling games still have today. But, like, especially when you know, go back to stuff like this, like they are so bad at, like, capturing the essence of professional wrestling. I mean, the whole point of the Mountie is that he was a bad guy Canadian cop who had a fucking taser, like a cattle prod, that he would bring in the ring with. You know, like, it was just like that. Like, that's the... And you know, games like this just flatten these characters down to nothing, right? There's no... Like, all of the personality is sucked out of the entire concept. And especially for the flamboyant, fucking over-the-top nature of the WWF, like, this stuff is fucking grim, man. There's just nothing here. Come on, down and B. There we go. Like, at no point there, and the other problem is a lot of what makes wrestling cool, and a lot of the stuff that made wrestling cool in this era was shit that didn't happen during a match. Like, Jake Roberts certainly could wrestle, ring psychology, what, you know, like all that stuff. Like, he, you know, was a mastermind. But the thing about Jake the Snake Roberts is that he brought a fucking snake in the ring at the end of the match and threw it on a guy. And that's fucked up. And none of that is represented here, you know? Like, that's... And so many of these games... even now, I think, miss the whole point of this stuff. And you know, like, it makes sense in the context of, like, video game development. Like, you've got to homogenize the roster. You've got to have shared animations across the moves. You've got, you know, like, it's hard, right? Like, every bit of personality you put into the game is like custom work, and it's a huge roster for a lot of these games these days. So you know, it's something that has only gotten more difficult to do as the years have gone on, because, you know, games are more expensive to make and whatever else. But, like, but they are so bad at it. And this game is like a great example of this era in terms of just, like, there's just nothing here. But the, you know, again, like, the things you remember from the in-match portion of a lot of wrestling matches are, like, specific moments that are fucking crazy, that would be very hard, like, to physically, you know, like, to duplicate in a video game in the first place. Especially a video game that's trying to play fairly and try to treat it as a sport. You know, the idea of, like, oh, well, this guy needs to stay down long enough for me to set up this contraption of 3 tables and a ladder so that I can throw him through it. And when we are working together in the context of a proper real-life wrestling match, that's extremely doable. But when you try and make it a competitive sport video game, you can't just have one player lay down for a minute and a half, because that's not fun either. And so you just end up with, like, a fucking shitty... Yeah, it's just a shitty experience. It's why they should ditch. Oh, now we're in a cage. What issue led to Jake Roberts and IRS having to solve it inside a steel cage? There's a tax on snakes. Yeah, exotic pet feet. Sure, yeah, why not? IRS repossessed Damien. IRS behave as a repo man-like figure as well. Why not? But I think that's the hard thing. You know, you end up with these. And I think the modern WWE games, like, at least try to have these big moments and try to find ways to make that stuff fit and work and whatever. So how many of these do I have to go through? Like, I like that just in the middle there was a cage match. In the middle of the progression to get the belt or whatever. Oh, God. Bret Hart just tossed me out of the ring. It's fucked up. I feel like the only thing that has changed from match to match in this progression is that I need to hit A slightly faster to win some of these confrontations. That's about it. This is a terrible game. Yeah, so okay, no height difference in any of the characters, which hey, 8-bit video game, that's, whatever. But it just, it also kind of further underscores that this game is shitty. A lot of wrestling games in this era, shitty. But at least this has this pause noise. This is worse than the unlicensed game bing noise. Listen to this. Burp, burp. Oh, man. rematch? No, I'm good. All right. Yeah, this sucks, man. This is a bad game. This is a bad game. And this is rare also, right? This is sculptured. Okay. Also, this really good era where everything had a trademark on it. The WWF logo, the words Steel Cage Challenge, the Wrestlemania logo, like all this registered trademark, this, like all the character names. Just good shit. Good shit. That sucked. That sucks. I mean, unsurprisingly, it's just that I think that game is worse. That game has even less personality than WWF WrestleMania, which is like not a good game. But weirdly enough, like as we kind of go through, and there's one more. There's we have on the list, we have WWF WrestleMania Challenge and we have WWF WrestleMania. Challenge, I think, yeah, Challenge is worse than the first WrestleMania game was. We still have King of the Ring. That is the last WWF game on the that we have not ranked after this one. But say what you will about WWF WrestleMania. It's a terrible game. It is not fun. The moves are garbage. But it is still somehow better and a little more lively than a lot of this other stuff. Like, as we kind of roll into the 16-bit era, Acclaim started putting out, or LJN, whatever logo was on it, I mean, same thing. Started to have this look, like the general look of Steel Cage Challenge, of the characters and stuff, is almost what you would get with Raw on the SNES and some of the stuff on the Genesis as well. Like they all started to have this very kind of uniform, generic look to it for a little bit here, and in some ways this feels like the start of that, which is strange. But this I don't know, this is a miserable experience in terms of like the Most F Burger put a move list in the thing here. Yeah, there's nothing character specific about this, really. Like the move list is pretty much shared across all the characters, your standard headbutts and scoop slams and whatever else. Again, just miserably failing to kind of meet the license, right? And trying to figure out, like, okay, here, even, at least that first WrestleMania game had the little power-ups. There were like little character things. It was like a little bouncy thing, like, oh, the sunglasses, blah, 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 or the Hulkster's cross because he's a Christian, brother. Yeah. Like that stuff. At least it kind of had that going for it, and there was like a little bit of personality that came through because of that. As thin as that is still so much more than this game is doing, where they've just got like completely dire digital audio. The renditions of the theme music are like the best thing about this game, and even those are not amazing. It's got a funky roster from this weird mid-period kind of, before the new generation, really. You still have fucking Hogan there, and like Sid and stuff. Sid would be there for a while, right? But you kind of have this like pre new generation sort of thing, which the new generation stuff was pretty fucking terrible too. like I said, I stopped watching. I remember when I started working at GameSpot, we got a copy of WWF in Your House. I still paid some attention to wrestling video games for whatever reason. And the WrestleMania arcade game, which came out on PlayStation, that was the first place I had seen it. I had never seen the cabinet. Was cool. It was like, oh, this is like a neat game. It's more like a fighting game. It's more, you see kind of the Midway kind of digitized NBA Jam Mortal Kombat tech on display here. Like this is a cool game. And then Acclaim did a sequel to that game called In Your House that was home only. It came out on PlayStation and probably Saturn, where they set up wrestling rings in the desert and all this other silly shit. And, like it had backgrounds like a fighting game. And I remember playing that game and being like, this is a really neat game, but also every character in it just so fucking dumb. Because it was around the time I had checked out of wrestling around that time, and I was just like, who the fuck are these people? Are fucking jokers, man. This is horse shit. Who the fuck are these people? And yeah, it would be another year or two before things felt like they kind of got back on track in that specific department, I suppose. And then I would start watching WCW when, in the, I don't know why. I think it was, when Randy Savage went over there or something. Like I just kind of started watching WCW. And so I was already kind of watching when the NWO stuff started. And that made, like, again, as someone who really liked Razor Ramon and all of that, but like Diesel, Kevin Nash, like I mostly knew him for, he was in the MTV Rock and Jock fucking soft, like baseball event that they did. It was like, here's Diesel from the World Wrestling Federation. I'm like, who the fuck is this? This weird tall guy. I don't know. I just was not watching wrestling. And so, but I was watching Rock and Jock specials. I had my priorities in order. This game sucks. It's worse than WrestleMania. It is worse than WrestleMania Challenge. Also, I would rather play Jack Nicklaus's Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf. You'd be better off with a copy of Family Feud. It's worse than Cliffhanger, but it's better. It's better than Big Bird's. Well, no, Big Bird's Hide and Speak. Big Bird's Hide and Speak, not so bad comparatively. It's better than Wall Street Kid. Is it better or worse than Monster Truck Rally, which is not a quality product? None of these are quality products down here. It's certainly better than Dash Galaxy and Alien Asylum. It is better than Wall Street Kid. It is no Monster Truck Rally. It's our new number 476. Steel Cage Challenge. Okay. And there you have it. You can go listen to Hulksters in Heaven on your own time. You've got more important shit to do. All right. Gross wanted to see this one. I want to see this one as well. This is one of those kind of red line at the top of the box era games. It's a first party joint that I have not spent a lot of time with ever. NES Open Tournament Golf. They made another golf game. So is this just a cartridge version of the Famicom Disk System game? Because I know they did. they did that golf game on disc. And I think this might be I can't remember for sure, but anyway. Who's up for a little stroke play? Holy shit. It's Donkey Kong. Goodbye. All this dialogue is ridiculous. Well, I don't know. Let's try and... Because, yeah, didn't they sell it separately on disc? It was like there was a US course and Japan course as a separate thing, and then the UK course is maybe exclusive to the cartridge version. Try to golf well. Thanks for the advice. You could have put Mario right here. I trust Mario. I guess I'm Mario, so it would be weird for Mario to be telling Mario to golf well. Why would we want a different swing speed? Okay, we've got no wind. We've got 330-ish yards to the pin. The one as I say, as a follow-up to original golf, having the club distances listed and all that other stuff here in the game instead of you having to memorize those, huge step up. We can hit some top spin, some back spin. That's nice. It would be nice to see where on the course 260 yards hits. Okay, so if you do fast swing, so it's a risk reward of like, if you do the fast swing, you can make it go further, but it's going to be, you know. Oh God, that came down fast. That is, we have hooked our way into the. Yeah. Okay, so you do even see the yardage represented here. Or in this case, a slower swing is going to go a little bit further. Let's try that 6-iron. It's going to go a little long, but we'll try and shorten it up a little bit here. I just got to get used to the speed on the... Yeah. Okay, I guess the yardage does not represent the... how much the being in the rough robs you of, so... But still, we should be able to pitch it on there, right? Oh, that's nice that the manual even has the percentages. That'd be nice if that stuff was in-game, but, like, I'm looking... Yeah, Bryn has helpfully put some stuff up in the manual there, and if you're in the deep rough, you're gonna get, like, 70%. With some randomness on it. Yeah, okay, so this is light, relatively shallow rough, so we'll get, like, 80%. We need half anyway, so we don't need much here. Oh. They represent the breaks of the greens similarly to golf. Oh, I'm hitting. Shit, man. I thought I was going to go to a different view. But yeah, that's okay. Well, so much for par. All right, we got some wind against us here. 286. Yeah, I mean, we want to blast it the fuck out here, man. This is a par 5. We want to hit this fucking ball. So let's try the fast speed and see how bad it goes for us. You know, I've made a mistake here. Okay, we're in pretty deep rough. We're only going to get about 80% of this with a little bit of randomness on top of it. But also, it's 170 to the pin, so if this is accurate, which is probably not, we're going to want to... If we're going to hit back onto the fairway here, we're going to want to do something like this. Let's try that. Okay. .86 yards. We'll use the old sand wedge. 7 miles an hour wind. How much that affect us? We don't know. We haven't played enough of this to know how if 7 is a lot or not. But let's we'll do that. We'll do a little tiny bit of backspin on it. Just for kicks. I like when you go through the top view of a golf game and then get to this screen and just see how fucking weird it looks. Their attempt to draw perspective and to draw the distance is so wild. Like, look at this image. Look at this. In some ways, it's utterly perfect. In another way, but it is so chaotic looking. They're trying to do so much here without the ability to render it, you know, the way some golf games in this era were starting to do, you know, maybe not on console so much, but I've lost the plot on the math of what we're trying to hit here. So we're in the wind. 86 is 110 for the wedge, so we probably don't want to hit it all out, but we probably want it. Oh man, it comes back faster than you think it's gonna. Every time it catches me slightly off guard. And I put a little backspin on it. Please don't go in the water. Okay, I'll take the rough. Okay. Woo! This is a really good golf game. This, the only thing this game doesn't have is when you hit the ball out of bounds and it goes boom, boom, boom in original golf. Or when you get your, like, birdie try and it goes beep, beep, beep. Like, if it had a audio, if it had a sound mode that gave you that shit, that would be incredible. That's just about right on. Yes, if you have the Nintendo Music app, they have added golf to it, including the sounds of balls being hit out of bounds. If you want to hear the boom, boom, boom for yourself, you can, and you're a Nintendo Switch Online member. They have your back. 206. The wind is going with us. This is 230. So let's instead go down to even a 3-iron. Let's just try a 3-iron and just fucking punch it out there and hope for the best. Because at the end of the day, who cares? I've made a horrible mistake. That's fine. And yeah, I mean, you can hit the bunker different ways. Like, we're just in bunker, but like if you hit it deeper, harder, like it can be more submerged than this. As the manual says, there are seven kinds of lie to the ball: tee shot, fairway, shallow rough, deep rough, bunker, ball partially embedded in bunker, and ball completely embedded in bunker. And that's crazy. That's that's great. This game is great. Wow. Okay, so we got a few different kinds of breaks here to deal with. Let's try that. And this is a pretty long shot, but who knows how long? I don't, you know. We don't get the yardage anymore now that we're here. We don't get like, oh, you're 3 yards to the hole or whatever. And so you kind of the math is a little more obfuscated here, just because you get the princess saying for par. Like, thanks, lady. Can I instead see yards to the pin? Something. I mean, it's like 4, right? It's like 5 yards, right? It's not going to be. Or feet, even. No, that's too much. Unless the break of that green saves me. Yeah. Cop out. Nah. I will say the music is starting to get a little grating. A little bit. Okay, 158 yards. A little bit of wind going that way. Okay, so we're gonna ride that break this way, and then that away, and then that's not hard enough. I've gotten gun shy. I guess Happy Gilmore 2 came out today, right? Speaking of golf. Professional wrestler MJF is in that film. It's hard to imagine a world in which Happy Gilmore 2 is a great movie, or better than Happy Gilmore 1 or whatever, but as a nostalgia piece, I bet that movie is probably fine. Okay, 386. I thought I would get up to the more kind of shallow neck of that fairway a little bit. Yeah, a long time has passed. Bob Barker obviously has passed away. Carl Weathers as well, which I saw something saying that there was a very large part for Carl Weathers in that movie that they had to rewrite completely. Uh, 150 yards and we're like submerged, right? I mean, in that deep rough, mid-ball. Welcome to the stream. You've joined me mid-ball. Get over the bunker. Oh. This is pretty good. This is a solid fucking golf game, man. This is very nice. Like, it looks good. You know, it's funny because, like, you know, this came years later at a point when, you know, again, by the 90s, I had certainly moved on from this platform, but I would have been super happy at that point to play a sequel to Golf, the original Nintendo Golf. And this is like perfect. This is everything you would want X number of years after that golf game in terms of like, oh, we've put more information into the game. There are multiple courses. There's like way more visual flair. There's music. There, you know, like this is ideal as a sequel to that game. And it still like retains a lot of the roots of that. I mean, not that, I mean, a lot of golf games look and play like this, right? It's not that dramatic, but I think they've done a really good job of maintaining the feel of that game. Oh, I was thinking that was gonna, well, boom, boom, boom. That's what it's missing. It's missing the OB noise. That's all. 122 yards. Wind against us, 130. Are we deep rough? We are deep rough. Oh, and then I can even go low ball, high ball, mid ball. Can I? Okay, that just aims. I can even go low or high here. I mean, low is going to go a little further? Or am I just putting extra top spin on it by doing this? That's weird because you know, you're setting... Huh. You know, you can't ask for much more than that. Stop rolling, though. Stop. Again, just... It only takes, you know, a couple of bad shots early on, or you overhit for me to, like, completely underhit against the break of a green for, like, the rest of a golf game. 174, the wind's kind of with us a little bit. We can probably just get there, huh? Oops. Ugh. We'll play this. We'll play this in the next hole, and then I'll probably take a look at the other courses just to see if it's different there. So what is that? 466, and then 286 will probably be that fairway out there, right? The scale of this looks weird in a way. Ugh. Nice. A hole big enough that it doesn't fit on this whole screen. It's a good time. 278. I don't think we're gonna get there. Into the wind. I mean, fuck it. Might as well, right? Let's have fun with video games. Not like that, though. .62 yards, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that was, yeah. Aw. Suck it, Mario. What is happening here? This is ridiculous. Who would design a golf course like this? Bowser? Too much. I missed it by 2. I missed it. I blew it there. I'm having trouble. Yeah, I'm having trouble dialing in that final button click. Just the speed of that swing is intense. Yeah, I lost too much by being in the rough there. That's a nice little noise. That's a little something. Come on. Oh. Golf. All right, let's reset and take another look here. So you get match play, tournament play. That seems like all pretty standard stuff. Okay, so you're like, I could take a 4 wood if I wanted to, or a 1 iron. Okay, so you can just go play a hole. Let's take a look at some Hall of Fame holes. Oh. That's nice. It's fun that it saves the stuff like that. Look at that. That's nice. We got Barry, Carrie, Dave. Colleen is here. Well, let's try to golf well. Did we get different music? Okay. Okay. So close. Okay. Let's hear the music on the UK course, and then we'll rank it. I was robbed. Ugh. Ugh. This is a cool golf game. All right. Is there any other things we need to look at here? And the rest of it's pretty straightforward. Like, I like that they've got, you know, something to kind of pull for and, you know, kind of stats and, you know, they're saving some stuff through a tournament mode and prize money and all that stuff. And this friggin' guy, I don't know if I'd trust him to tell me how much money I got. Wow. What a pleasant golf game that is. That's great. That's great. I feel like I maybe have looked at the Famicom Disk System stuff at some point, and but it's just been a long time, you know, and thinking about it, contextualizing it in this kind of ranking format is a very different thought process as well. That is pretty much everything you, like I said, almost everything you would want as a follow-up to golf. You know? Way more data on screen, way more details, more options, but nothing too crazy. 3 courses, that's a huge step up from the 1 in golf. But, you know, a lot of years had passed, right? This is copyrighted 1991. Obviously, those disk system games came out a lot earlier. Yeah. So, okay. So, yeah, that's actually funny. The U.S. course and the Japanese course came out on the disk system in 87. They didn't make their way here until 91. Which is wild, because that puts it in a weird, like, I think it's way more impressive when you think about the release in Japan, because in Japan, original golf is 1984. Here, obviously, it'd be a launch game, so you know, it'd be 85, 86, depending on which city you lived in. And so, yeah. So you have kind of the roots of this sequel existing in Japan in 87 for the disk system. And then in 91, they would take those disk system games,
and collect them as they've done here. Like this game also came out in Japan as Mario Open Golf, but the other courses came from these much earlier disk system games. And so if you think about it, from 84 to 87, like a 3-year, like it's plenty of time to make a sequel, and a much more sensible gap than like 85 to 91. Like, oh, by the way, we made a sequel to Golf. And so the US release dates are a little, they come off as I guess like ever so slightly deceptive, because these games were not as nearly as far apart when they were first released. This is a better game than WWF Wrestlemania Steel Cage Challenge. I think we can say with some amount of certainty, it's a better game than Rock and Ball. You know, where's Golf? Where's Golf on our list? It's okay. I mean, it's better than Jack Nicklaus's Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf. It's better than Greg Norman's Golf Power at 337. It is also better than Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf at 244. It is also better than Golf, which I love Golf. And so this game is crazy because it's more Golf, but better Golf. Meaning Nintendo Golf, not just Golf as a genre. Like, this is a great sequel to that game. A mind-blowing follow-up to this original release. But where does that get us? Because at the end of the day, it's still Golf. Where does that get us? It's a better game than David Crane's A Boy and His Blob Trouble on Blobolonia. It's a better game than Track and Field 2. It's a better game than Clash at Demon Head. It's better than Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing. It is a better game than Zombie Nation. It's a better game than Urban Champion. It's a better game than Kid Icarus. Is NES Open Tournament Golf better or worse than Karnov? Huh. Let's widen it out a little bit just for the moment here. It is better than Kid Icarus. It is not better than Tetris. It's a better game than RBA Baseball 2. It is a better game than Monster in My Pocket. It is a better game than Flying Warriors. It's not as good as Star Tropics. It's no 1943. It's better than Crash and the Boys Street Challenge. It's a better game than Blades of Steel. It's a better game than Star Force. It's better than Dragon Warrior 1. It's better than The Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2. Is it better or worse than Super C? That's a weird one. Super C is pretty good. But NES Open Tournament Golf is better. It's better than Rescue Rangers. Is it better or worse than Strider? In my heart, Strider is a much better game. But NES Open Tournament Golf is a better game. It's our new number 67. All right. And let's get the list here together so you can see it for yourself. 565 games on the list. There you have it. All right, let's load this next one up here and see what's what. Okay, where's my window? I lost the window I was looking for. There it is. I didn't know that this existed on this platform. It's a very strange. Yeah, I would not have expected this to be on the NES, but here it is. It's Hollywood Squares from your friends at Rare. Yeah, is Shadow Stevens represented in this, or no, that's me. Celebrities like Beth and Daz. I'm going to take Daz. According to USA Today, in the first half of 1986 alone, it happened more than 39,000 times in New York City. What? If you're not familiar with what Hollywood Squares is, this is a very strange... A guy from Des Moines brought the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, Daz, you jokester. I disagree. Oh, his answer was a car was stolen. I disagree. Ah, he was telling the truth. So this is insane. Because the whole point of this... Alright, we know that too much sugar is bad for your teeth. Can too much starch harm your teeth? I'm going to say yes, probably. The whole point of this game is that you call on a celebrity who then riffs on this concept a little bit and then gives what they think their answer is, and then you decide if they are right or not. The whole point of this show, as a television show, is that you are watching these entertainers entertain. That'll make your tongue as stiff as a board. That is funny. Oh, Mary was wrong, so I get that square. And so we're playing tic-tac-toe. I'll go with Dean. Eskimos may live in igloos in the winter, but where do they live in the summertime? The refrigerators are close friends. Dean, you cut up. He says, in tents made of sealskin or caribou. I disagree. These guys know their shit, I guess. Oh, Mary's going to go to Eddie for the win. This is also where the term for the win came from. If you're new to this and you're just on the internet and you've heard the term for the win a lot, it is this. This is Hollywood Squares is where that came from. Is when you are going for the win, you say for the win. I'm picking Dean for the win. Or I am picking so-and-so for the block. But for the block never caught on online the same way that for the win did. According to folk medicine, the number one cause of puffiness, particularly in the face, is what? Corn should best be popped before you. These aren't even jokes. Too much salt. Oh, we lost. But yes, this is where that comes from. This is where the whole idea of for the win comes from this television show. For decades, the phrase for the win was used on this show. Let's go back to Daz. According to the USDA, when is the best time of day to spray household insects? After the 11 o'clock news when they're really depressed. That's funny, Daz. Morning. I'm going to say it's nighttime, but yeah, late afternoon. Okay, who would have known? Now they start lying. In the second game, they start lying. After getting a pet, what usually happens to a person's blood pressure? Apparently it goes down a little bit. Let's try Eddie. According to Body Politics, your arms are crossed, your coat is buttoned, and you're starting to rub your nose. What inner feelings are you expressing? The desire to be an Eskimo? Oh, Eddie. Defensiveness. I'm going to say yes, that's true. And now, Mary will present, yes, for the block. Making sandwiches? Mary, you dummy. But you can't win on that, so I need to go back to her for the win. According to the World Book, Billy the Kid was 15 years old the first time he did it. Did what? Was toilet trained? These are funny jokes. Shot his first man. I agree. So it's like they kind of wrote jokes. Oh, Val was the secret square. No one picked the secret square. Dat Celebrity Daz. Experienced spelunker always explore in groups but never take it. Well, what do spelunkers explore? It's dumb because like the jokes are not like they just have the joke there and then it goes to the next screen and it says he said caves. Normally they go like, oh, that's it. They tell their fucking joke and they go, no, it's caves. Or sometimes not, you know, they will work the answer into whatever they're doing, you know. But this is a really poor representation of Hollywood squares, across the board. Why is it a good idea to put milk of magnesia on your face? Ugh. Oh, it disinfects and absorbs skin oils. That would have been nice to know. Oh no. He selected Mike for the win. The best thing you can do to preserve your skin is what? Keep it in the freezer. He says eat nutritional food. No, he didn't. Damn it, Mary. Mary wins and goes for the car. But do I get to watch this? I get to enjoy the. At least it's got Rare's trademark bouncy fucking characters. Yeah, let's go with this cool dude. Okay, some different names, some different positions. But now Daz is this guy. It's like they just randomly distribute the name. Like they didn't. Wait, these are all the same characters in the same places, just with different names, right? Like Daz was Rob in the last game, I thought. I don't know. What are bugs to the average skin diver? Wacky whap. See, that's funny. Air bubbles. No, lobsters. Nope, it was lobsters. The answer was lobsters. Once your baby starts walking, you should put off buying shoes until they're on sale. Am I right? But like it's you know, it's their attempt at like a kind of it's a match game-ish sort of thing where like the appeal of this show is celebrities being real cut-ups. And without that, you're left with nothing here. Egyptian mummies were found wearing them. The ancient Greeks and Romans wore them, and so did the French in the 17th century, who powdered theirs. What were they all wearing? The same underwear for a week. That's just wigs. I agree. In 1891, Whitcomb Judson created the first slide fastener. Today it is known far and wide as the what? That's funny. Good going, Rob, you stupid dope. I'll take Mary for the win. At a very formal dinner, what do you use the little fork for? Yep. It's for the fish. Lobster. I don't fucking know. I was thinking salad. I don't know. Oh, he selected May for the win. When can you tell a young duckling is finally matured? He's just find Playboys under his pillow. Who was usually on Celebrity Squares? Who was on Hollywood Squares at this point? Is it, well, what year did this game come out? This is going to be the John Davison, Shadow Stevens era for sure. Yeah, Joan Rivers probably on this a lot. Maybe like a Martin Mull here and there. Maybe like a Betty White. Wasn't Whoopi a regular? I'm going to say this is pre-Whoopi. Yeah, of course. Jim J. Bullock. Jim J. Bullock is the quintessential Hollywood Squares celebrity guest. In Greek mythology, what is the name of that wonderful place where the souls of virtuous people dwelled happily ever after? The massage room of Caesar's palace. This is very funny. The Elysian Fields. That sounds. That sounds right. Lie on your back elevator, place a wine bottle cork between your upper and lower teeth. Why would someone do this? Relieve tension. Okay. Well. What is the term used when investors are so anxious to buy stocks they will buy just about anything? Lunacy? No, that's... And so no one wins, but I think there are more X's than O's, so I win. No one isn't. Just they're just gonna keep moving. Find the secret square for an amazing prize. Extremely bloodthirsty traveling groups. This is just, it's a lot of reading. Tear the flesh off skeletons and animals and people in just a few minutes. What are they? Divorce lawyers. What famous thing ran all the way from St. Joseph, Missouri to Sacramento, California? Shelley Winters nylon. Okay, that's Pony Express. I'll buy that. All right. Here's our opportunity to take it. I'll take Joe for the win. Social situations. Who do women dress to please? Themselves, men, or other women? Disagree. Darn. The touch-me-not is a flower that grows primarily where? Take Sue for the block. Oh, the secret square. If I get a holiday in Paris if I get this one. No pressure. In the comics and toy world, what is the name of He-Man's beautiful and fabulously developed twin sister? It's nice because I know the answer to this one. It's nice when it works out this way. Barbarella. I disagree. Yes! What was first made in Egypt over 3,000 years ago by mixing fruits with nuts and honey? The famous granola pyramids. All right, well, do some deer bark? They bark when they make love. I agree. Oh. Well, wait, no. The question was, do some deer bark? Not when do they bark? Fuck this. What the? Are you fucking shitting me? What was the hottest selling toy fad of 1986? Oh, that's funny. It was it's ripped from the headlines here. A laser gun toy called Laser Tag. Laser Tag was pretty sick in 1986. Most male gorillas are only interested in getting romantically involved about once a year. Okay. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, I think this is a hard, like, this is a really hard thing to do anyway, right? Like, again, because you don't have the celebrities. My spouse just bought his diet book. We don't know which celebrity is going to read this, so the phrasing will be my spouse. According to Hollywood Close-Up, this year, 68% of all moviegoers walked up to the concession stand and proudly said, "I'll take some of that." What? Wow. Yeah, I bet writing this was like a fucking chore. A new study by the AMA in Dallas flatly says that blood pressure goes up when what goes down? Bank balance. No. Yeah, income. See, I was right. I was right. All right, Daz, let's do this. In the comics, who is Charlie Brown's little sister? Ellen Gurley Brown. It's funny. Sally. It is Sally. Daz and Az, the ultimate team up. Oh, what do you think? I'm going to try 4. I'm feeling 4. Everyone in chat just said 4. Hey, we won! I like that choose a car is all the cars are the same, but, well, no, at least they're different. Oh, do I have to choose a car and then we try to start the car based on the key, or no? I want this one. Come on. Fuck. Bad luck as. Do you wish to continue playing as X? I like that they have censored my name on the replay. X. Yeah, if we had had the Q key there, I think we would have been on a lot better. Or does it mean like X and O? Yeah. Okay, no, that does keep my name. Yeah. Not a lot of other achievements here. Win a game without getting anything wrong. Get the car. And win a game without them scoring. That all seems doable, I guess. I think that's tough. I think that's a really tough game show to replicate in a video game of this era with this budget. Again, the draw of Hollywood Squares is that the people in the squares are celebrities, and and they're not even writing the jokes. Like, that stuff is pre-written for them, and more or less. And I think some of the funnier, more off the cuff celebrities were trusted to kind of like do their thing. But like some of them had the right answer on purpose, and some of them had the wrong answer on purpose, and it was just sort of, it was what it was. And it's a real silly show. Yeah, will Bruce Valanche be in this? Bruce Valanche was like earlier than this, right? What's the year on this? Let me load this back up real quick. 86, 88. So that's like, that is John Davidson era for sure. That is like Shadow Stevens era squares, if I remember right. Let's look it up. Yeah, so he was it was 86 to 89 was that run of Hollywood Squares that John Davison hosted. In my head, I can't, like, I'm looking at a picture of John Davidson right now, and I just, like, in my head, Eric Bischoff has just completely replaced John Davidson. So when I think about John Davidson, it's just a picture of like 90s Eric Bischoff just appears in my head, or 80s announcer Eric Bischoff. Like, they're the same guy to me. Peter Marshall was the host of the kind of original earlier run. And but yeah, okay, so he was on in the original. Okay. Anyway. That was, I watched a lot of game shows as a kid, because the USA Network had a huge block of game shows that would come on basically right after school. And or it would start before school got out. So if I was homesick, I got to see more weird game shows. And yeah, Press Your Luck was shown there a lot. And you saw a lot of Bill Cullen. I love me some Bill Cullen, man. Give me Bill Cullen. Give me a little hot potato. Ooh. You know, if you're home and you're up early, you know, you could watch some Sale of the Century, and that was on like actual network TV then at that point, I think. But yeah, you know, you got definitely some Press Your Luck, some Classic Concentration, and you know, whatever else. But yeah, I liked a lot of Match Game back then too. But Hollywood Squares was a great game show. It was silly. They were having fun. And it was just a very watchable game show in that era. And so like I come from a place of familiarity with the source material. When I say like this is just this is about as good as you could do, but like you shouldn't have made this game, I think is my overall thoughts on this. It would be very hard to do a better home version of Hollywood Squares at this point in time, when you weren't doing celebrity licensed, like those licenses weren't really happening, because you go ahead a couple of decades or whatever, because they did do that Hollywood Squares game for the Wii that had like people in it, right? If I remember right. But yeah, there's the whole point of the show is that it is much like Match Game. It is driven by goofy celebrities. And I think that that's something that, you can't replicate that here. And so you're kind of just like left with the bones of the game, and they try to write little jokes here for Daz and Rob and all of the other, guys they made up for this. But it's just not what you're looking for. If you're looking for squares, man. And it's very long-winded. And a lot of, just like here you're reading these things and then you're reading their goofs, and their goofs aren't very good, but you're just like reading through it, and you have to A button through it and see what they say. So like the part of it was like, when they were bluffing, sometimes they would have these long-winded stories and explanations that sometimes weren't that funny and just led nowhere, because, it's hit and miss, right? But like, they would take you on a ride as they were giving their answer. And so a bit of it was like trying to determine, is this person telling the truth or not? And so that whole part of the game is just gone here, right? And you're just left with like, here's a little goof, and then here's the answer. Here's the actual answer they gave, and do you agree or disagree? And I just don't think that works. I don't think that works. It's certainly no NES Open Tournament Golf. It's no Tiny Toon Adventures. MC Kids is a better game, better rapper. Remote Control is a better example of a game show, and kind of an offbeat game show brought to the platform. I think Remote Control does a better job of kind of capturing the spirit, the silliness of Remote Control there, without obviously, having the Colin Quinn license. Totally Rad is a better game. Dr. Mario is a better game. These Jeopardy games are better. The Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout is a better game. But this is starting to seem like okay territory here. It's not as good as this version of Family Feud. Again, it's hard because I think Family Feud is just a game that ends up like, Family Feud's a weird one too, because there's flavor in Family Feud. There's Dawson, which they're not able to really fully replicate here. But there's the goofiness of the family and Richard Dawson being Richard Dawson, that gives that show a charm that it doesn't really have otherwise. Steve Harvey brought his own brand of something to the experience. and had a good run there. But you know, Ray Combs, you know, it's rest in peace, of course. But you know, he flat as a host of the feud. Either way, I think it's hard to replicate any of that stuff in the context of a video game, and so it kind of suffers from a similar issue. But I do think that Square's this is worse. But how much worse here is it? It's worse than Cliffhanger. It is worse than Dash Galaxy and Alien Asylum. It is worse than Best of the Best Championship Karate. Is it better or worse than Time Lord? Yikes. Richard Karn was fine. I don't know. Again, like, you know, Richard Karn suffered from being a guy who did that job after Richard fucking Dawson did it. It's Richard fucking Dawson. It's Richard fucking Dawson, man. Wait. It's worse than The Adventures of Bayou Billy. It's better than Super Pitfall. It's better than Ghostbusters. It's no heavy shredding. Wally Bear and the No Gang is a slightly better game. It's better than The Simpsons Bart versus the Space Mutants. Is it better or worse than Sesame Street 1, 2, 3? It's better. It's our new number 487. Just a weird choice to put on the platform. You know, I think that's my takeaway from Hollywood Squares on the NES. Is just like, you know, yeah, I guess like you're licensing every game show you can because they're not expensive and they have built-in name recognition, like whatever your reasons are. But at the same time, just because you can, you know, something should. And so there you have it. Hollywood Squares, our new number 487. We are left with one game on the list that we will use for next time, and that's Gauntlet 2. So we will probably look at Gauntlet 2 next time we reconvene. As always, if you want to see a cool list of all of this stuff, you can go to 8bitnintendo.science, and that's got timestamps and links to all the videos there. You know, there's a huge YouTube playlist of all this stuff too. And so you can check all that out and see how the science took shape in the last 100+ episodes. As always, if you want to suggest a game for next time, go to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Multiple tiers of action there at the advisory panel level. You can suggest games. And that's a good time. 566 games on the list. We didn't end up with new top or bottom 10, but hey, top 50 these days getting harder and harder to come by too. And I really want to play through the rest of that game. I really want to play through the rest of that. I really want to play through the rest of Faxanadu. And see see the rest of what happens there in Faxanadu. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I did get my mantra. That's a great golf game too. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, that was a good fun mix. A good fun mix. As a program note, we'll figure out what's going to happen next week. Next Friday is my birthday, and I'm thinking about doing kind of a longer stream. I don't know if we will rank games as a part of that or not. I still got to figure out what makes sense. What would be fun to do for a longer period of time. There's Super Mario Brothers special retro achievement that I don't have. I don't know. I'll spend some time thinking about it. But that's the plan. It's a longer stream on Friday, so come back through for then. I'll, of course, the podcast on Tuesday, and but also no show Wednesday. I will not be here Wednesday. I will be with the kids, doing stuff with the kids before they have to go back to school and all that other stuff. I'm gonna take a couple of minor little breaks here and there, and all that stuff because school starts soon. It's crazy. See you next time.